Opportunity be knocking.
The Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Sacramento. Despite a very successful road trip, it's got to be nice to return home and play in front of their loyal fans.
And checking out Sacramento, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
And fortunes can change so much in the course of a season. A team that's hot early can go cold and vice versa.
Well, this is why 82 games are so important. We talk about the playoff time and people refer to the season being long. Well,
Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Shot by Hield, nobody around. That one doesn't drop. So the Kings will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
Yeah, they silenced that crowd over and over with big threes, and everyone they hit fueled their own fire that much more.
How about the...
Here we go. Let's draw it up. We've had our chances on offense, but we need to start capitalizing on it. Feels like we have a hand in our face every time we shoot the ball. Do not try to win this game by yourself. Stop taking contested jumpers, and let's get back to playing unselfish basketball. Hey, our run starts right here. Right here.
Around the brow.
And some changes here for the Kings. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Barnes. Young is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hill's checked in. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Cauley-Stein kicks to Young. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Young. Gay with it. 9-point game his last outing. Shot clock at 5. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Gay's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Screen by Ashik. Evans outside. Here's Davis. Another shot, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Prez picks one up.
And when Ashik is that close to the basket, it becomes problematic. What a terrific job the D did to be physical there as he attempts the shot.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of this game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Pelicans surrendering a 2015 draft pick that turned into Sam Decker in exchange for Omer Ashik. Not a bad trade for a starting center.
Yeah, for a team that lacked a proven center after they gave up Robin Lopez, it made a lot of sense. And they doubled down on Omer and gave him a new $60 million contract in 2015. They hope that he's the answer inside and can play some minutes alongside AD. And to think that Omer Ashik at one point was a top 5 defensive center in the NBA, but he's fallen off a little bit. I think a lot of the reason why is because the game is just changing. It might not sound like much, but with his offensive game far from being a strong suit, it's really hurting his value around the league.
They get it back. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I mean, the guy just flat out competes, incredibly aggressive on the offensive glass and the stick back.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Shooting just.
The free throw drops for Kufis. And you look at the numbers for Asik last season, not rebounding as well or scoring Brent as well as he had. And his rate of turnovers, as your analytics tell you, going up.
Yeah, not great on the rim protection numbers last year. He showed some signs that he could be dominant down there, but that's fallen by the wayside. Less minutes and less activity for Asik. We'll see if he recovers this year. Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. It's good from the top of the key. And the Kings lead by 6. And Prez came into the NBA early, as is so common now, but he still has the support of his loving mom. And the two are as close as any in the league, and she still hounds him to take care of himself.
Well, that's what moms are best at, huh? I heard she will still send him care packages with food. I'm sure some of his teammates might rib him on that, but nothing beats a home-cooked meal from mom. I don't care who you are.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Kings.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
Kings leading now by 6. Gay outside. He feeds it to Prez. Lets the three fly. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here's Asik, and it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Shooting one.
Excellent work by Asik to use his size and strength to get that one to go past the rough and tough defense. He'll go to the line.
Hey, Brent, we all know that you come from a huge basketball family. Your dad, Rick, leading the way and in the Hall of Fame, and your brothers all played at various levels. What was it like coming up in a basketball-centric household?
Well, first of all, thanks for the underhanded compliment there. You got that, Kevin?
Yeah.
Sorry about
Free
that.
throws, yes. I got it.
It was a lot of fun. Having 2 older brothers and 1 younger was very, very competitive. So maybe some of the sapling from the fruits of that tree dripped into us with regards to playing the game, and just was around it. So it felt very natural to be in the locker room, to be on the gym floor, and then eventually push the potential to see where you could get.
And some pretty good discussions around the family dinner table, I'm sure, on the game.
Some decent ones, but Kevin, we played a lot more wiffle ball, soccer, Nerf football than basketball, and most of those games never ever got to the ending. Too much fighting. Too much
some bloody
fighting.
lips. And the second free throw, good. And Rudy Gay, extremely versatile, has the size and athleticism to play a number of positions. He produces, but for some reason, you know, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve.
There's the screen, and Young kicks to Gay. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
Moore dishes to Pondexter. Back to Moore. Poked loose, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Kings in third.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Hill against Gay. 4 on the shot clock. Asik, the pass to Moore.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Shot's good from Young.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Here's Pondexter, and he banks in the layup. Pondexter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Young outside. And the pass to Prez. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Prez has got 7 points in the game. Pelicans trail by 8. And Moore kicks to Jones. Pick up by Hill. Pass to Ashik. To the paint. Here's Moore. Got a hand on it.
Love the intensity. Prez making his presence felt with his powerful shot blocking ability.
Stein dishes to Prez. Goes back up. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. New Orleans gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pondexter kicks to Jones. Passes it to Ashik. Back to Jones. To the inside. Kick out to Moore. Knocked away. Here's Pondexter. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. 6 points for him. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Prez kicks to Stein. Young with no one around. No good on the 3.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
To the inside. And there's the 3-second violation. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Kings. Sacramento leading by 6. And here's Young. He kicks to Labissiere. Here's Prez. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings lead by 6. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up, like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
And you get into that kind of zone, that's the feeling where you're invincible and it gets fun.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Davis and Ashik working together down low. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. And it's Hill in at the 3 spot. Sacramento's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Prez with the bucket.
I love the pull-up, Jay. Prez seeing the D playing off of him, then taking up space and nailing the shot.
Outside, Davis. They set the pick. Kicks to Hill. Feeds it to Jones. It's back to Hill. Tipped away. And stolen by Gay. Dishes to Prez. Here's Young. An explosive finish there from Young.
And he might not do it too often, but Young can get some good lift if he has a path to the rim.
And Moore kicks to Pondexter. He dishes it to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pondexter, no good.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
Out to the wing. Lets it go. Prez, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. Hill passes to Moore. Pondexter kicks to Jones. To the middle, here's Moore. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Prez kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Jones. Three-pointer, Pondexter. It's rebounded by Prez.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Gay dishes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Prez. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Cauley-Stein. And the Kings lead by 4. New Orleans gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Stolen by Gay. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Prez. Now the dish to Labissiere. Pass to Gay. Fires top of the key. Cauley-Stein passes to Prez. Gay outside. Young outside. There's the feed to Gay. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Gay's got 9.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
It's Hill on the wing. He's covered by Gay. Now Pondexter. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Expanding his range. No good from Moore. Here's Sacramento. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. A three from Gay. This year kicks to Prez. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. He's got 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Davis. They set the pick. He feeds it to Hill. Jones dishes to Hill. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Kings leading now by 8. Young pass to Prez. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The pass to Moore. Outside, Jones. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Prez kicks to Gay, and that one drops. And the Kings lead by 8.
What a feel for the game. Prez shredding the defense with his ability to find the open man.
Back to Moore. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Moore's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
That one goes. Count it.
And he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass. Puts him in great position to score.
Here's Davis. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
Yep, kept his composure with the clock running down. Flat out drilled it.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's Sacramento. They lead by 6. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Dave, a lot of offense in the first half. But what does the team need to do defensively?
The rim is what we have to protect, which means that they got to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Nice work.
but we can still improve. Take a seat. Listen up, gentlemen. We know Davis is a competitor, but we gotta make him work for his buckets. He has 8 points in the paint. We gotta pick it up. I want us to front him on the block, put some pressure on that entry pass, and force them to swing the ball around. No easy buckets. Now let's get out there and win this game.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. The third quarter now beginning, both sides. Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Barnes. Temple comes in for Rudy Gay. And Prez is subbed in for Darren Collison. And then for New Orleans, Omer Ashe. He's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Hill comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Pondexter in for Drew Holiday. Prez in at point guard. Kufis out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Temple in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Down low, Cousins. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. And Coach Alvin Gentry, an assistant for the Warriors in their title run in 2015. And Brent, there was a lot of excitement and anticipation around him coming to New Orleans.
I don't even think about last year for Alvin Gentry as a full season in the NBA. And he had none of his players in training camp. Most of them hurt throughout the course of the year. And Anthony Davis really taking on a load that maybe he shouldn't have after a career year, the one before. So this year really starts, to me, in my opinion, what Alvin Gentry could mean for the Pelicans.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Prez. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Young comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for New Orleans, Terrence Jones comes in for Hield. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Tyreek Evans. Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Young's got 8.
That's just all energy. Young really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
Ball's knocked loose. Pondexter kicks to Ashe. Back to Moore. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That's good from Moore. Well, Brent, they say great offense beats great defense. It certainly is a tall task trying to stop the greats from scoring in this game. What is tougher from a defensive standpoint than to stop a great player? It just seems like there's so many different options and different ways a team or an individual can play.
Defenses have to have the ability, Kevin, to make reads and get on the same page with regards to stopping the greatest players in the game. One player can't do it, so oftentimes we're talking about committing 2 defenders. What can the 3 guys on the back line of defense do against some of the game's greatest, and how is it that they can move on the string, read one another, and reassemble themselves within a possession? That is a tremendous skill that needs to be practiced, honed, and that's where great defenses gain confidence.
Well, I think communication probably is the priority when you begin that process.
It always starts with the talking, and that's where you see some of the greatest defenses have guys in the back line, the bigs pointing in certain directions, making sure they're directing traffic to make sure the problem areas on any possession are covered.
Hill kicks to Pondexter. And the Pelicans miss again. Sacramento leading by 21. Here's Prez. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
Moore dishes to Ashe. New Orleans moving the ball around, looking to end the run, and it's good on the way-in. Moore's got 11.
His shooting percentage is really outstanding tonight, and his team has needed it big time.
Prez passes to Koufos. He kicks it to Prez. Snatched away. Pondexter with it. He's got 6. Outside, Jones. Hill kicks to Moore. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Moore's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, nicely done. Finding good opportunities inside. Priority 1.
Prez dishes to Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Here's Prez. Comes up empty down low.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
Kings leading now by 19 points. 1:57 left in the third quarter. A nice shot by Koufos.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Hill kicks to Pondexter. Inside. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Asik. Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Asik. That's 7 points for Hill.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Prez kicks to Young. Passes to Temple. Feeds it to Prez. Dishes it to Koufos. Young outside. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Hill. Cauley-Stein. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
The Kings making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for E'Twaun Moore. Pelicans trail by 21. Holiday, the pass to Asik. Back to Holiday.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward. Still a lot of potential with Jrue Holiday, I feel. He can pass and he can shoot and he can beat you off the dribble. He's just got a nice change of pace to his game. A herky-jerky style guard, but playing alongside Anthony Davis, lots of room for him to operate.
Barnes dishes to Prez. Young in the corner. And Young just dribbling the 3 there. Nice look.
Yeah, and that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Pondexter kicks to Davis. Holiday goes in. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, he's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
Kings leading now by 22. Prez passes to Barnes. Here's Prez. Lays it up and banks it in. Prez has got 25 points in the game.
Really should get in front of Prez on those drives. He's just so quick to the basket.
Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Kicks to Davis. No good with the wing jumper. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Sacramento running away with it. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Can't get our heads down, all right? We just got to get something out of this. I mean, it's a long, long season. So we still got to have something positive to come out of this.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Prez. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Solomon Hill, and it's Ajinça in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there.
completely new group on the floor for the Kings. The Pelicans also changing it up. Pondexter comes in for Hield, and Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Levens dishes to Prez. Pass to Temple. Here's the screen. The feed now to Labissiere. Hits the three-point-5.
And the speed in which Labissiere gets his shot off, the D is helpless to do anything to prevent that from going in.
And stolen by Levens. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And if you had to pick one player, guys, who would take over, few would have picked his name. But tonight was the night for Koufos.
Well, the way he battled down low was just impressive. His rebounding numbers tonight are awesome. They jump off the stat page, and they got full effort from every minute he was on the floor.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Davis. And the free throw, no good.
Well, there is a lot of hope for Labissiere, the Haitian product via Kentucky, but that's for down the road. This team got him knowing he'd be a long-term project. Has the upside to be a fantastic player, but it's going to take a lot of work and patience for him to get there.
For the 3, Pelicans pull it in. Outside Hill. Here's Ajinça. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Definitely too late. The time to rally was when the game was in the balance. Now you're just creating highlight reels.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going.